Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. We are here to say nice things about ourselves this morning and to just really affirm some good stuff. It is Friday. Friday. We are going into the weekend and we are going to be working today with my I am cards. Now, these I am cards are full of positive affirmations, wonderful, beautiful things that we can say in order to really affirm the truth of who we are. And so it's going to be a lot of fun today. And basically, what I'm going to say is I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card. You're going to respond, I am the affirmation on the card. And then we're going to go from there. So let's have some fun right now. Let's pull a card and see what we got today. So as we pull one off the top of the deck, I'm going to say that today I am colorful. I am colorful. I cultivate beauty wherever I go. So I am colorful. I cultivate beauty wherever I go. I'm going to write that down in the chat. And as I write it in the chat, I am manifesting it into the world. I am making that thought, which was previously just a thought. I was making that thought, or I am making that thought manifest. I am bringing it into the world. I am turning that thought pattern, which is really just an ephemeral thing, and I'm turning it into a real thing. I had to write that. I had to think about that in order to write it. And so I encourage you to write the same thing. I encourage you to affirm. I see you affirming it, Jelly. You are colorful. I see it. I see you as well, Berta Jean. Good morning. Good morning. I see we have about 5 people on so far. Good morning, Robert. I see you. I see all my colorful friends. I am truly blessed to be surrounded by just such a colorful group of individuals, the people who really do bring beauty wherever they go. And good morning, Lauren. I see you there. Yeah, so I mean, I am completely blessed to be surrounded by people like that. And okay, so the inspiration for this card. Good morning, Shauna. I see you too. Yes, you're missing your colorful buds. Well, believe me, I know that you know most of the people on this stream, and we are indeed a colorful bunch. You know, when I was thinking about this card, when I was considering whether I was going to use this word, some words from an artist friend really echoed in my head, and she told me, I said, what is it that you do as an artist, and how is it that like essentially, what is your profession? What does being an artist mean to you? And she said, I just find places where the world isn't pretty and I make it more pretty. She's like, so everywhere I go, I just make the world a little bit more pretty. And I remembered that it was profoundly impactful to me because I thought to myself, oh, aren't we all artists in our own right? Don't we all have the ability to make the world more beautiful wherever we go? And how is it that we cultivate that beauty? Like, it really, like, is it by actually drawing on stuff? Well, folks who do graffiti will make the world more colorful for certain, but the graffiti isn't necessarily always cultivating beauty. Sometimes it's an eyesore. Sometimes it's absolutely beautiful, especially when I was in Central America. I saw some just absolutely beautiful graffiti. But sometimes it's an eyesore. So merely making a mark on the world is not cultivating beauty. And I came to the conclusion that cultivating beauty isn't so much about what we put out there into the world, but rather what we perceive from it. So where we see beauty and how we point it out. And when we are out there in the world and we are just going about our daily business, well, we get to cultivate beauty simply by pointing it out, simply by showing it to other people, and simply by stopping to smell the roses. And so that's what we get to do. That's how we get to be colorful. And I love the colored pencils imagery. We get to perceive the world as we want to, and we also get to very intentionally put out there more of what we want to see. We get to very intentionally recolor things, because as we recolor things, we see them in a totally different way. Now, those of you who know me know that I'm currently remodeling my RV, and essentially what I'm doing is I'm painting it white on the inside. And this RV is brown. It's very brown. And I'm not a brown kind of a person. I don't wear brown all that much. I mean, I just don't see the world in shades of brown. But I understand that brown is a very safe color when you're an RV manufacturer. You sell a lot of brown RVs to a lot of people. Sort of like how beige is a really popular car color. It's just it doesn't really stick out much. And as I paint the place white, oh my goodness, it completely changes the character of the place simply by changing the color. And of course, I'll paint it another color over that white. I'm painting it white because that way, and when I paint another color over the white, it actually shows up instead of mixing with brown, I'm mixing it with white. But the fact is that changing the color completely changes and redefines the meaning of the space. And so, as we go through life, we have the obligation to redefine the meaning of the spaces that we inhabit, to redefine the way that they make us and consequently the people around us feel. We have this incredible power, and this card invites us to really embody that authority, the authority to cultivate beauty wherever we go and in whatever we do. We can cultivate beauty in our relationships. We can cultivate beauty in our work life. We can cultivate beauty as we're riding on the bus, as we're driving in our car. We get to see the best parts of life if we are looking for them. So this card is an invitation for us to look, to see the world in a different way, the way that an artist sees the world. There's one thing that I find that artists all really do. It's see the world in a different way. So let's be colorful, my friends, my very colorful friends. Let's be colorful. Let's cultivate beauty wherever we go. And I love to see that you guys have been affirming each other throughout this broadcast. Thank you for your words of encouragement, not just to me or not just to each other, but also to me. Now, there are some ways that you can support this broadcast absolutely for free. And one of them is just liking it so that Facebook and YouTube and all the other various social media platforms serve the message to more people. It's free and it shows the algorithm that this broadcast matters. Another way of doing it is to comment. And as you comment, you inspire me. I read all your comments and I absolutely love them and I respond to them. So thank you for your comments. And thank you for commenting to each other. Really, when we see beauty in other people, when we see positive and praiseworthy traits in other people, it makes it so much easier to recognize when we are embodying them ourselves. And of course, the final way to support this broadcast for free is just to share it, just to compound the audience. The fact is that I have maybe 5 to 10 people a day catch this live, and yet 200 people a week usually will see the broadcast by the time the week is over. How cool that is. And so you are a part of that. Thank you for being a part of it. Guys, if you need to have a particular affirmation, then they are archived on my YouTube channel, which I have linked in the video description. And other than that, I want to say thank you for being here. I will talk to you guys on Monday at 9 a.m. I come every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Helps me get out of bed, and it helps you to do your life even better. So I want to say I appreciate you, and aloha from paradise.